Here's my statement from the night of Ariana's murder and why I have a hard time with everything going on. This man has been walking free since 2021. He didn't spend one night in jail. Share this so we can get answers on this case and justice for Ariana. My statement was only taken the night of the incident verbally, when I could not write. Here's my statement about what I witnessed. On December 24th, 2021, it was one of the most devastating and saddest moments of my life. Since then, I've spent more than a year trying to heal with therapy, but I'm still haunted by the memories of that night and fearful of what might happen if the person responsible acts again. It all started as my wife and I were putting presents under the tree. We could hear screams. It took us a second to realize what was going on, but then we heard them louder, and they were chilling. I went out the back door trying to figure out where the noise was coming from, and after a few moments, I heard the direction of the screams and started running that way. Then I heard the door open, and I heard Eddie shouting for help. He said, "Killed her." He slit her throat. I ran back towards the house to tell my wife to call 911, but she was already on the phone with them. I ran back towards Eddie's house to help. I saw a man come out of the house covered in blood. I was in shock. I couldn't believe what I had just seen. It all went so fast, but felt like time had stopped. Eddie was yelling, "You slit her throat. She's dead." The man kept saying, "You just need to put pressure on it. I know I f***ed up, but you just need to put pressure on it." Eddie continued to yell at him, "You killed my daughter." The man was getting agitated, and at this time I realized he looked crazy. Eddie started to go back in the house to see if he could help. The man then says, "I f***ed up. I know I f***ed up. What does it matter? I'm going to jail for life anyway." And then he proceeds to go after Eddie. I could see in his face that he was guilty and was about to cause more harm. I thought to myself, I wasn't going to let anyone else get hurt or lose their life. I hit the man. I was amazed he did not fall. He stumbled though, and I got in front of him and hit him a couple more times. It was adrenaline or drugs, but this guy was out of his mind. I hit him harder than I've hit anything in my life, and he didn't fall. But he finally went to the ground, and at that moment, my 18-year-old son pulled me back towards the house. The 911 operators told my wife, if everyone is in the house, to lock the door and stay inside. The police will be coming through the gate any minute. Well, they did come through that gate, but instead of treating the family like victims of a crime, they were treated like criminals. Thrown to the ground with guns drawn and tossed in the back of patrol cars, taken from their dying daughter. I felt much guilt for not doing more to save Ariana's life, but I shouldn't be the only one with those feelings. Once the officers were there, I went back out to tell them what happened. At that time, Judy and Eddie were both distraught in the back of patrol cars, not allowed to speak to anyone or grieve with their youngest daughter. She was alone with another officer until one of their immediate family members was able to come get her. I felt terrible for them all. They just had to go through this terrifying time, and they were being treated like criminals. That's why this thing is so hard for me, because I've had firsthand account, and my statement has only been taken once. I tried calling the deputies, I tried calling the detectives to offer them more info, and they didn't ever want to hear anything else. So please, share my story, share my account of that night, and help us get justice for Ariana. Thank you.